I wouldn't be the gamer I am today if it weren't for my dad.
I probably started going to arcades when they had them as pinballs. You had a few pinball machines in establishments, say like a little neighborhood bar or something like that, but not a place that was purely dedicated to games or pinball machines exclusively. My father, Ken's grandfather, owned a building that was occupied by different retail tenants. One of them was a nice upscale, if you would want to call it that, bar room. As times change, people's attitudes change, this place closed down, and this stayed behind. They just walked away from it all. And here were these, I think there was 4 different types of pinball machines, and the company that owned them came and contacted my dad to have access to go in and pick them up and take them back. I asked one of them if they were for sale, and they said, "Oh, sure, we deliver these to households all the time, and we maintain them." And so anyhow, I bought it from them and had them install it in the cellar of my house, and they were true to their word. If something short-circuited or didn't work anymore, they'd come right in and fix it. And not only that, as time went on, they would even swap it out with a different one for me at times. So our whole family enjoyed that also. The first video game that I ever encountered or played was on an old Apple II. It was like a worm where you would press different keys to make it turn, and going through a maze, and it would get to be continually longer and longer the more you played. I got the Atari for myself and my 4 sons. We all kind of played with it to one degree or another. We used to fight for time on it, and but they usually had all during the day, because I'd be out working during the day, and that was when I'd come home at night, and after I'd relax a little bit, that was another form of just leaving the day behind me. I did start off playing Pac-Man. That was a very good game that I thoroughly enjoyed it for a while. And then as they progressed and improved, they came out with Tetris, unlike Pac-Man, which was just repetitive. The same thing over and over and over. Whereas Tetris, I don't get bored with it. Its value to me is it gives me the opportunity, as it did right from the beginning, to shut out everything else that I do for so-called work in the course of a day or a week or a month, and just concentrate on play. My oldest son, David, had, we'll say, a fixation with one game. He would put a quarter in. He could monopolize a game all day long. Then, now he was the oldest. Then we'll skip the middle and go to the youngest. He would really get into all aspects of a video game. He would dissect it right down to its entertainment value, its scary value, its realism. And he couldn't wait to get a hold of a new game or new system, just in order to dissect that one also. Sort of like a person that can't wait, he would say that's a mechanic, that can't wait to get a hold of a new engine, to break it down and then put it back together. Ken was the same way with gaming systems and with the games that would be made for those systems. As far as game systems having a negative effect on our family's outlook or whatever, taking up too much of their time, I never really gave that any thought, because you could say the same exact thing about anything in this world, no matter what comes out new. When they first came out with comic books when I was a youngster, people were saying, "Oh, that they're going to ruin your kid's mind. Don't let your son play with them." And as things came along, there was even books that they tried banning from being put on the bookshelves, and so on like that. So as far as game systems, entertainment, that never entered my mind, and I think that the end results have borne me out correctly. That there isn't, it's, yes, our kids, our family went through phases, each in their own time, and they passed into it, they passed out of it. That's all. I have not played a game in about 2 years. When I would be doing a lot of paperwork for our family business, at some point, usually after about 3 hours, all of the numbers and everything would start to kind of blur together. So I would just stop, put everything down, and go play a video game. I've backed off from the business in any active capacity. Therefore, the need to get away from or have a change of focus from business to pleasure hasn't been that great. I do an hour or so of paperwork, and then I just stop, and I actually have to rest.